is not stubborn. It's just that it's left for you to understand the market. Everything you are saying here is based on understanding. Understanding. You can use your MT4 to analyze. You can use your MT5 to analyze, but the best is to use TradingView. It's going to give you full details, and there are a lot of tools you can use to do your chart analysis and technical analysis. And mind you, last week we were talking about TradingView under support resistance. Yes, that's a very powerful strategy as well. Support becoming resistant, resistant becoming support. What happened in the past, then the reverse case of it should happen in the future. Do you understand that language? But don't worry, I'm going to break it down. Now let me bring out my tools. I need my tools. Oh, no. Here's my tools. Sorry. I just have to exercise patience. Oh, it's even close by. Gosh. Very good. All right, now let's go back to our main class. You come here. Wait. Yeah. Let's come back to our main class. So at this point here now, I'm going to do something very simple. Very, very simple and very realistic. It was in any angle. Either it's crypto, FX, or whatsoever market you are trading, stock market, anyone. It was perfectly, like accurately. But mind you, nothing is 100% in the market. Nothing is 100%. Just believe in your strategy. And why believe in your strategy? There's what we call patience. Why did I say patience? Patience is going to teach you the ways of waiting for the market to come to your own setup, to come and meet you. Don't force the market. Jumping into the market anyhow is a trap. And that trap will make you lose more and more. Even last week, on Friday, I was so busy to the extent I was just falling into that trap because I'll do analysis. It was trigger and it's going in my direction. Before I know, if I say, okay, let me just enter like that and continue with the trend, before I know, the market will kick me out. The market will surely kick me out. And why is the market kicking me out? Because I didn't follow my setup rules. Okay, looking at another entry now. This is another entry. Okay, let me enter. Before I know, I got kicked out again. So all these things are what we need to be very cautious about. We need to be very careful about it in the market. The market is always there 24/7. So you just be patient for it. So please, I'm trying to access this. I don't know why TradingView is so slow. Okay. This is the issue with TradingView. When you need it the most, to fuck up. You're picking charts, then open. Open chart now, Mr. Man. Okay. It does nothing to. TradingView is trying to mess up with us again. Okay, in the absence of that, let's go to MT4. Let's look for a pair. And say I don't trade much pair, just trade less. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, that just focus on maybe one or maximum of 3 pairs. It's going to help you a lot. If you can see now, you can see my quotes. How many pairs do you see here? You see only 4. That's the only things I trade. Those 4 trades. Those are the only pairs I trade. 3 currency pair and 1 melters. That's all. That's what I do. And mind you, this account was the $500 account we opened together as at January 22nd, which I told you that you guys need to open a SNES demo account. And mind you, this is SNES demo account. You can see it, demo account, SNES. So you can see what I've done the demo account to. So it's just all about discipline and patience. And mind you, not that I don't have losses. I have losses as well. You can see when I entered a run trade, you can see I used tight stop loss, risk management. That's what we call it. I use risk management on this trade. You can see my losses. None of it is above 20 as stop loss. Okay, only this go there. That is 21. So all these things is all about risk management. You risk what you can afford to lose. Now, let me rotate my screen so we can all do the work together. Now, mind you, there's one thing I always say in the class, like always ensure to use a wider time frame Let's look at weekly time frame. That means higher time frame. So from your higher time frame, you'll be able to deduce and be able to understand that, okay, this is my support zone, becoming resistant, becoming support. You get all those things. It's just about you drawing it out, marking them out. Let's say, for example, now I'm marking this one out. Let me draw the line first so I can just place it. And mind you, this is weekly time frame. You can see this zone. This is it here. You can see this zone here now. You can see that initially is actually a support zone. Now later become what? A resistance zone. Sorry, I don't know why it's once I click on the brush, it's going back. Okay, no problem. Let me shrink it. So since that one is going to very good. Now you can see this zone here. This is a support zone. And what does it do in the future? It tap it here, but break it, which is stop loss. It come back the second time, tap it, then sell. You can see the market what? Sold off. Then it came back again. The third time. Now we have what? Support becoming what? Resistance 1, resistance 2. Resistance 1, resistance 2. It sold off. Down again. Now, why selling off? This is a pure, what we call support becoming what? Resistance. It's just so easy. It's not something hard. You can go back. It's all about checking the history of previous stuff that has happened. Then from there, you'll be able to understand what was the next move in the market. Now, if I should track this out, like let's draw it straight. Like let's draw something straight. I'm trying to make use of. Since I taught you guys about the zoom level, I don't know. If I taught you, just let me know. And if you don't know about it, just let me know as well.
Yeah, you taught us.
Very good. Now, if you come back to this, this one probably I have with MT4. You can see this one here now. A straight line. What does it show? It's showing that
there was a support.
You can see support. It became a resistance zone. Then from resistance become another support. Then from support to another support. Then turn to resistance. Then another. The present one we having one is what? Is resistance zone. You can see it, but that's how the market works. I can draw thousands of it. Like you see them. It's very common. It's one of the powerful strategies, but people has always avoided it because they want to use something very fast to make money. And this one is just about a long-time strategy. Look at it here now. You can see support. That's a double support. Sorry, resistance at that top level. That's double resistance. Now, if I should bring it to the level where I want to put it, which is this internal one, you see that the market works alongside. I'm coming. Let me just drop my hand. Now, let's look at it together. What do you guys see? Once I bring out this mouse, it shrinks. Okay. At the left-hand side here, okay, there's another way of doing it. There's another way. This thing is very, very crazy. Now, you can see here now. You can see where the arrow is pointing. That's a support zone. Is that not so? The market will always break. Is just for you to understand how to catch it. You can see here now. Support becoming what? Another what? Another support at this zone. Is that not so? Then why going backward again? And while going forward, you can see it turns to another support at this zone here. Then form what? Resistance. And what? Another strong resistance. Then at this point here, we're having what? Support becoming what? Resistance. Sorry, please, few minutes. So at this point here now, you can see that support become what? Resistance here. And also what? Another resistance here. Coming down here now, look at it again. Support. Here too, another support, a physical one. And mind you, this is weekly time frame. This is a support here. You can see this zone. It tap before it now continuing its buying zone. Then look at it here, another support. Then look at it here at the present time now. You can see it tap it twice here. Resistance. Then another what? Strong resistance, which the market is still respecting till now. Can you all see it? So that's one thing about this market. So that's why I always say that it's left for you to what? To just reduce the number of trade that you want to understand. So while doing that, you'll be able to understand every move in the market. Now let's look at other currency pair. Let's look at gold, for example, now. In gold, it happens a lot. Like gold respect this type of movement a lot. Gold respect it a lot. And I don't know why. But I just believe that that strategy is a crazy strategy that works without no restriction. Now let's look at it together. These are resistance zone. Market tap, first tap, second tap, third tap. That's what we call what? In chart pattern, there's what we call double resistance, triple resistance, like double top, triple top, double double
Double
bottom,
bottom.
triple bottom, all those stuff. So all these things are very easy. You can identify them. Why identifying them? Just wait for the market. Don't force it. Just wait. Just be patient. Be patient for this market to surely come to your zone. You can see this. You can see this zone now. Another triple bottom, another triple top. You can see the market what breaks out. It breaks out from that zone. Now, this is what I want to acknowledge here. This is what I want to acknowledge. You can see it. Let's see what happened. Sorry, I'm drawing the line. My hand is not always straight. Now you can see it here now. That's a zone on the zone. You can see the zone. What does the market do? The market was respecting it right from this zone. Sorry, I know it's going to go back. Let's go there. Now you can see here, resistance at this level here, support, support, support. You can see triple support. It forms before the market breaks it out. Then coming back here again, what do you see? Another what? Support. Another resistance rather. Sell, then break it out. Then when breaking it out, look at what it now do at the top again now. At the top again, it did what? Another resistance, resistance, resistance before it breaks it out. Then selling back. Now look at it. At this zone here too now, this support, support. If I should draw a straight line, you see that we have what? Internal and external. All these ones I'm drawing are what? Externals. I didn't look into internals. Now if it now goes down to a lower time frame, like the daily time frame, you see more visible support turning to resistance, resistance turning to support zone. You see them more visible than when checking them on daily time frame. You see them, they are going to be more visible. What's wrong? Why are my lines not showing here? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm coming. I want to check time frame. All time frame now. Hey. Why is it not showing on daily time frame? Oh, it's loading. But it's still not showing, no. This is one problem with MT4. I don't know why. I'm always so annoyed with MT4. They always misbehave. All right, let's check if the trading view is back. I prefer using trading view than this MT4. I prefer using trading view. Still one of the best. Should I just close it and open it back? But please, hope you're getting what I'm trying to pass.
Yes.
Hello? All right. It's just a very simple strategy. Very simple one. But I know it's going to be very hard to identify them in the market. And how can you identify them? Just draw a straight line first, then try to trace it around in the market. Where you'll be seeing support turning to resistance, resistance turning to support. Just try to focus on it, check it from weekly time frame, then go to smaller time frame. Mind you, all these things I'm taking you, they are just the preamble stage of understanding how technical analysis work. They are just the what preamble stages of how technical analysis work. And once you understand this preamble stage, you'll be able to have and also develop interest to learn more about what the main technical analysis. While learning the main technical analysis, you have a lot of skills. And these skills are going to be very, very beneficial to you. Because once you know it forever. That's one thing about it. Once you know it forever. And no one, we look at it, we look down on you. English don't come. Sorry, it's loading. Let it load. Mind you, I told you that we have different kind of technical analysis. We have different strategies. And these strategies, they vary. You can learn pure price action. You can learn SMC. You can learn SND. Sorry, I'll need to tell you their full name later on. Now, when looking at it one after the other, when we say SND, SND simply means that supply and demand. SMC, smart money concept. ICT, intertrade, sorry, inner cycle trader, ITT. You get it? We have market structure. We have a lot of strategy. It's just left for you to just sit down, decide which one should I go for. What did I want to learn? Why am I choosing this? Why am I going for this strategy? All these things are going to be very, very important. They are going to be very, very important. And once you know it, bro, sister, you will know it forever. It's not left for you to now be patient with the strategy. Try back testing it. When I say back testing, test it on demo account before going on the live account. You can't just say you learn a strategy, checking maybe some videos or reading some materials, and you want to go and apply it on the live account. Bro, you are joking with your money. And mind you, we are dealing with real money. And with this current situation of Nigeria, whereby I always advise people, learn to earn money indoors, not in Nairas. Making money in Naira we never appreciate. It's going to remain stagnant. Because I don't know when Naira is going to be is going to become a currency to be very, very powerful, just like the way China is standing on their own. Whenever we are inflated with any currency, we can never gain strength. I won't lie to you. That's just a blind truth that nobody will tell us. I don't know. Let me just continue with MC4. This is not coming up. Oh, sorry. I'll have to off the sharing. My phone is misbehaving. Sorry, please. I know my screen has been stagnant like that. Please just hold on. I'm trying to unlock it. Let me share my screen back. Let me share my screen back. Sorry. MC4 is misbehaving. Like, if I want to show some example, it's just taking me back. Look at it now. Instead of it to work normal. Okay, no problem. I can still withdraw it. No problem. There's no issue about that. And MC5 that is not coming up. This one is standing, is showing. Why others are not showing? Okay, yeah, here is it. So we have this guy around this zone. But you can see there's nothing the market is respecting around that zone. It's just so blank. You can see around this zone. Let's trace it out. Can you all see it now? You can see what happened here now. This resistance, it didn't tap any of these things. It tap another one. Then bring out the mouse here, because if I should bring out the normal one I'm using, it's not going to show because this is MC4. MC4 is very crazy. You can see this zone here now. This top here, that's a resistance zone. Then along the resistance line, this place is Chobi. That's an accumulation zone. We call it accumulation, and some people call it sideways. It's SND trader call it sideways market. And the major name we call it a ranging market. This is a ranging market around this zone here. The market is ranging, consolidating. Then what does it do? It came back here. The market came back here and give us what? A sniper entry for buy. You can see it respected it around this zone here. But mind you, this is daily time frame. This little candlestick you are seeing here, it can be up to $1,000 or $50 using some lot size. You get it. So please, we need to be very careful as well while using this strategy. But mind you, if you use it, it's going to give you something, but it's not easy to locate, except you go to what? Lower time frame. This is a bigger time frame. But if you go to lower time frame, you'll be able to see it. It happens often, like it comes up often. Are we together? The strategy show up often on lower time frame. Market will always react around those zones, and gold is one of the supplier for that kind of strategy. Sorry, I'm coming. I want to draw the straight line. Okay, now look at this zone here now. Look at this zone. What do you notice here now? Don't mind me, the straight line is not straight enough. Very well. Now, what do you notice here in gold? What I notice here in gold is that, firstly, if I should draw this one too, it tallies. Like, I know I over, what should I call it? There's a name I do call it. Okay, let me use this boss. This boss is going to be very, very more precise and going to give us more accurate work. Okay, are we there? Now, at this point here, I can see this resistance here. I don't want to go further, like going back, you can see the market is moving under the zone. So at this point here, this is a resistance, it breaks it out, sell down, sell the market buy up, then it turns towards a support zone. You can see it on lower time frame. Tap, support zone 1, 2, 3. The market continue. Came back the fourth time, push up a bit. Then while coming back, it broke it. The market broke it, but form an accumulation zone here before continuing the buy, then sell down again. Now, this selling down here now, if you look at it here, this one tap zone, one support, then second support, then continue to hit this one. While coming back again, the market respected this particular line here. It's just dancing around that line. You can see tap, sell. It tapped down this down one. It went back again to that zone. Then what? Fall massively. And this was the impact of what? News. This news impact. Whenever you see something like this news impact. This is another news impact. You can see all these ones, all these long candlestick, they are impact of news. You can see this one, so this impact of news. Are we together? Are we getting it? Whenever you see a news trade, this is another impact of news here. This impact of news. When the news comes out, it follows that direction. And this news here can be an interval of maybe in the morning, maybe one in 2 o'clock and one in 4 o'clock. 2 o'clock says buy, maybe around 2:30. The 4 o'clock says sell. Then the following day, you can see another impact of news. So all these long candlestick you are seeing, they are impact of what? They are impact of news. Even down to this last one here. This last one here, this little buy here is impact of news, but the news is not very, very volatile. It's a volatile news, like high impact news, but the datas are not very wide. When you have a wide data, that means you are having a very long either buy or sell, just like the way you have it here. The datas here are wide. They are wide. This CPI news here, this CPI, and it's sold massively, keep on selling for more than 1 hour, 30 minutes or close to 2 hours. So, but what we are looking out for, is about the support becoming resistant and resistant becoming what? Support. Please, I would like to ask a question. If you don't still understand, please just let me know, because this is a very simple strategy, the most simplest. And once you can understand this one a bit, it's going to help you in your journey. And also, I know it's not going to be 100% accurate all the time, but mind you, market respects it as well, because it's also a very nice strategy of determining when to buy or when to sell. So
All
if you
right.
have any questions, yes, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so while you were explaining, you spoke about news, right?
Yes.
You know, from the way the chart is, when we
Yes.
are to analyze whether to draw our support or resistance, and maybe
Okay.
news comes up, after the news, does the market go back to respecting that structure that has been going with?
The market will always go back to respect structures. And the reason why the market will always go back to respect structures is because there's one thing we call, you want me to tell you one secret here? See trap.
Just tell me.
But you said the trap, no problem. Now, there's one thing we call order block. Fair value gap. Fair value gap happens when the market consolidates and creates an imbalance. Imbalance candlestick. Sorry, I'm not using indicator. I'm trying to bring out the arrow out. Now, I'm going to explain it here. It's just so simple. Now, at this point here now, let's go back to some past record, since that is going to be more interesting. Now, in the past record here, let's look at this guy, for example. You can see this guy here. This is an imbalanced candlestick. Imbalanced candlestick. Why is it imbalanced candlestick? At this top here, we have what? A consolidation market. Is that not so? This 30 minutes time frame, please, just observe what I'm trying to explain. This 30 minutes time frame here, The market is consolidating at this zone here. It's ranging, buying, selling, buying, selling. The moment the market breaks this particular structure, from that point there, down to where a new candlestick is formed after the imbalance candlestick. So 50% of it, that's when we're talking about discounts and premium. So the 50%, that's the halfway of it, which is likely to be what? This guy here. The market will always fill up imbalance candlestick. If it's my MT4 was working well, my trading view was working, I'll show you a very good example of it. Okay, let me even show you a very good example. I can still drag it out. Okay. Let it load. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Yeah, very good. Now, this is a very good example here. See, you can see thousands of it here. Thousands, like bunch of what we're talking about. Now, let me show you something. Sorry, I'm coming. Now, we're looking at this one here now. Let's even use this recent one here, for example. You can see this recent one here. You can see this imbalance candlestick. But we don't have much consolidation at this point here. That means we have an order block. There's one thing we call order block. But I'm not going into order block. Do you get it? Now, let's go back to some old charts, which I used to analyze the market. Now, looking at this guy here, you can see this guy here. There's an imbalance candlestick here. In between this guy and this one here, there's an imbalance. If you should check on maybe, let's say, for example, maybe under 45 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame or 4 hours time frame, you see a very clear picture of it. A very clear picture of it. Are we together? Now let's look at that time frame. Let's just look at it once and for all, so you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. So now, very good. Let it load. Okay. Now at this point here now, what do you see the market is doing? You can see, it's somewhat tiny. Let me expand it so you can see very well.
Market is ranging.
Exactly. Market is ranging at that zone. You can see here now, market is ranging at this zone, but trying to form like a trend line. Market is ranging at this zone here. You can see this zone. Yes. The market is ranging. You can also see this zone here now. This zone here too. The market is what? Is ranging. Are we together? Yeah. So there is what we call ranging markets. And those ranging markets are very, very important. You need to identify them. And once you can identify them, you are good to go. You are very, very good to go. Now, my major concern, what I was trying to explain to you about resistance turning to support, I'm going to draw the line. Then I'll also explain it alongside with what we're having on the chart here now. Now, let's go back to our structure, how to draw it. You click on Tools, draw a straight line. So I want it to be straight. Please always ensure that your line is straight so I can have a accurate data as well, accurate reading. That's one. Let me copy. You can copy. Can you just imagine? As I like MT5. MT4 is a big problem. Very big one. And if you notice what I'm doing, I'm only picking out the external support zones. External support zones. I don't know if you guys are noticing what I'm doing. I'm only picking out what external support zones. Now, let's come back to our class now. Sorry, it's somewhat stressful using this. Now, at this point here, now you can see here, support turns to what? Another support here, then form what? Resistance. Then come back again to form resistance before it what? It breaks it out. When breaking it, it form internal resistance at this point here. Break it again, then now form what? External resistance. Then come back again, still tap again to form what? Another resistance. But along when these resistance are forming up and down, there's one thing you asked me that when the news happened, this is an impact of news. This is another impact of news. Is that also? Then there is another impact of news around this level here. There's another impact of news. Now, along this impact of news here, there's a base, like a consolidation zone here. And what does the market do? The market respected it. It respected that consolidation zone, then fall back again. But this impact of news here now, We should calculate it. I said 50%, that's a premium discount, like premium discount. Once you draw your rectangular box, 50% of this particular zone, markets will come back to it or respect what the other block around that zone. There's something we call other block. The market will respect it. It will come back to that zone. You can see that after the news happened, what does the market still do? It still come back again to respect that level of what support becoming resistant. Hope you are getting my point. Hello, are we all there?
Yes, yes, you can hear you.
Yeah, very good.
That's clear.
So the market always come back. Look at this one here too now. You can see here, this is an impact of news. You can see this blue line here is an impact of news, which is going to be either CPI, NFT. It's going to be either be NFP rather, which the market buy, because whenever you see a market doing what we call fake out, go and check very well. That particular news, maybe it has like 3 or 4 news coming out together at the same time. One we say buy, one we say sell. And you now look at, you weigh to each other. Based on what? Based on their data. You weigh to each other. And when the news happen, once those data comes out, that's what I always tell my people, don't jump into the market immediately. It's 2:30 or 4 o'clock or anything. Give it a breathing space of like 3 minutes before you enter the market. Because the market will always do what we call fake out. Is only if the data is only a single data and there's no any other there's no any other news coming out alongside with it. It's just only that news. The market will never do fake out. It will only move directly based on that particular news. But if you're having like 4 or 5 news coming out at the same time, please exercise patience. Some will move in the same direction, some will be in the same, the data may be positive and some will be negative. The market will respect the two. That's why you say that the market will first reverse more, then start buying. And sometimes we just sell, it will just buy small, then start selling very well. It's because of what? The impact of news, those news coming out together consecutively. That's why. But mind you, the market will always respect what? This strategy, no matter how. No matter how. I don't want to know the kind of magic the market wants to do. So still respect it. Now, I'm still trying to click it back. Let's see some other zones. Don't mind me. Oh. I love drawing a lot. Now you can see another zone here too. This guy here. You can see the base. There's a week there too. This one did not reach there, but it's very close to the zone. It breaks it out, come back to do support, then keep on buying. Then come back again, break it. After breaking it, it came back to tap this guy. If I should draw this guy here, so it's another support zone, support, then give us resistance, which shows that our support. We have, resistance to another support, then form another resistance, then we have another resistance. So anytime the market goes up, that breaks this zone here, going up, is going to come back here to turn here to what? So another support zone, then continue buying. Similarly, based on what we're having here now, support, then forming what? Resistance, breaks it out, come back again, tap in to become what? Another resistance, then sell. Come back here to become another resistance, sell back, then form another resistance. Why forming another resistance? This support here too will become what? Another resistance here, resistance. The market, you surely see it. Even if you go down to 50 minutes, you see more of this thing, more of it. But it's not left for you as a trader to understand the concept, to understand how to implement it, to understand how to make use of it. In order to fetch what? Money. All we want to make in the market is money. And some people are making the money, some people are losing. The ones those who are losing more are those who are not patient enough to understand the market. There's one thing I always say: be selfish to the market and don't be greedy. Wait for your setup to what? To execute. Don't force the market. Forcing the market, that's when you don't have any strategy. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just entering the market, going out, entering the market, going out. Please, all these things are very, very important. Once you understand it, you'll be good. You even have peace of mind while trading. So please, I'll be stopping here tonight, and let's welcome your questions, answer, and every other thing you want to ask. Please, you can bring up your question or throw up your question. Hello, are we all there?
Yes, Mr. Moshood, right?
Yeah, please, if you have any question, please proceed and ask your question.
Hi,
Can
good
you hear me?
evening.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. So the question I have to ask is, when we look at the weekly time frame, are we supposed to look at how the chart has been respecting the support and resistance from the weekly time frame to use it to trade the any trade we want to trade at that moment?
Yes, from that weekly time frame, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, from that weekly time frame, it's going to give you an insight of what the market is doing currently at that time. You'll be able to
Okay.
understand what the market is going to throw out to you for that week. Then, while going down to a lower time frame, you'll be able to understand better that, oh, this market has reached this zone. This market has not reached this zone. So that means the market still needs to come and respect this particular zone before moving again. So that's why we always try to look at the market from a bigger time frame down to a smaller time frame to know where to enter the market from. And in order to reduce what? Your losses, then to provide you more profit.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other question? You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening,
Yeah, good evening,
Mr.
Mr.
Moshood. Yeah, good evening. Happy birthday to you once again, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. So, based on the assignment you gave us last class,
Yes.
I've been having some difficulty.
Okay.
So, and I've been through some of the videos, which the video didn't give me enough knowledge
Detail.
about. Yes. So I don't know, maybe I would have to rewatch again or so, I don't know. But let me just ask some questions. Maybe that could help me out easily.
All right. Proceed.
Okay, sir. On my demo account,
Okay.
I started the trade on Tuesday. I
Okay.
think Tuesday afternoon. I just click on sell. I don't pick any what is it called? Any margin whatsoever. But I think my margin is on 1 to 0.01, I guess. I don't know if I'm correct with what I'm saying,
Okay. I'm listening.
sir.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So I think on Wednesday, I don't know how I ended the trade, but I have a profit of 6. It's a 10,000 um it's a 10,000 account.
Okay.
Yes. So I have a profit of 6, which I don't know how I end the trade. So I traded again, which I buy. I think the trade is still on. So my question is, how do I pick trade with a time frame? And is it advisable to pick trade for few hours or a day or maybe 2 days or maybe a week?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Shall I break it down for you now?
okay, sir.
Now, firstly,
I'll
you need
I'll
to
love that.
understand how to. The first thing is you need to understand how to navigate into your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, whatsoever one you're using. And I've explained in details about it in our previous classes. And also, before you execute a trade, that's why I always talk about learning how to set your limits in terms of stop loss to what take profits and how to get your entry. I know I've not given you guys a full entry to start using. Like, okay, I mean, a very good strategy to start using to enter the market. But I just want you guys to have a taste of how the market works. Okay, let me apply the risk management. My guy has been telling us all this while. Okay, I'm setting my stop loss to be 20 pips. I'm setting my take profit to be 60 pips, which is 1:3. And I said you should always ensure to try with what? Minimum of what? 1:2.5. So let's say, for example, I'm using 20 pips stop loss, and my profit is going to be what? It's going to be $50. Are you getting it? It's going to be 50 using loss size of 0.1. That's why I'm using $20 to 50 because I've calculated. I know all your calculation in my brain already. Now, An account of 10,000, I said we need to apply what? Proper risk management. From there, you'll be able to know the lot size you're expected to use or not. And how will you know that? Now, let's say, for example, you have to set a trading strategy for yourself. Okay, a trading rules. Now, on this account, what I'm willing to lose and what am I willing to make as profit? You need to know them. You need to set them aside. Now, why setting them aside? They now calculate, okay, on this account, I don't want to risk more than 10% on this account or 5%. Let's say 5%, for example, now. On the $10,000 account, that means you are willing to lose around, that's maybe 500. That's $500. Is that not so? 5%
Yes.
of it, 500. Now, on
Yes.
that $500 now, you now said, okay, my daily drawdown is $500, but I don't want to have $500 loss. Then this $500 now is just like, say, I went to go and collect a Profem account and they said my daily drawdown is 5%. So 5% of 10,000, that means I'm having a $500 account, because the moment I have $500 loss on a single day, the account is gone. That's the end of the account. That means I've wasted my money. So how will I risk? How will I apply proper risk management to ensure that I'm not losing my money, but I'll still be in that system till I become a professional trader and start making money from them? That's when risk management comes in. And how does risk management comes in? Risk management comes in a very simple strategy. How? That 500 as the 5% they are talking about, either it being 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, $100,000 account, regardless of it, just know that they will give you a daily drawdown. Daily drawdown means you must not have that cumulative amount of losses for a single day. Once you have it, they'll block the account. They'll close the account automatically. Now, on a $10,000 account, your daily drawdown there is what? $500. Now, that $500 now, you now calculate it that, okay, on this $500 now, let me divide it by 10. That means if I should have losses, divided by 10 of it is going to give us $50. Is that also? 500 divided
Yes.
by 10. It simply means that the
That's
account they give
15.
$500 account to, not 10,000. Because the
Okay.
moment you have $500 loss, the account is gone on a single day. So you now look at it, okay, see strategy. So these people are using my brain. They gave me $10,000 account. They tell me my daily drawdown is 5%, simply meaning that I must not have $500 loss. That means I have $500 account, not $10,000 account. That's what it means.
Okay,
So
sir.
on that 500 now, that's why you now start to calculate what your daily drawdown on top. On that
Right, it's fine.
$500. Now, hope you understand the logic now.
Yes.
Now, so from that 500 now, you can answer, okay, if I should have $50 loss every blessed day for a good 1 week, the market is not fine. It's not suiting me. It's not favoring me for a whole 1 week, having $50 loss. So in a week, that means I've accumulated how much? $250 loss. But it's not up to the $500 that you must lose in a day. That means I can still continue trading with safety. Now, going
Okay.
back to the loss price. Hope you get that point number.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Now going back to the loss size. So from there now, you can now apply the loss size rules that I taught you guys of 2 or 3 weeks ago. I still talk about how to calculate it and I break it down. So that means I'm only willing to lose what? $50. Then you now have to calculate any trade you are going to take based on that $50 you want to lose. Maybe you want to trade 3 times in a day, or you just want to take only one single trade for a day. It's left for you. Then you now calculate it based on that $50 loss, that your total loss must not exceed more than 50. Hope you get the logic now. So from there, you'll be able to know the profit you have to make and the loss you are willing to lose. Then it must not go beyond $50. Hope I'm clear.
Okay. Yes.
So you asked one more question again. What was the last one? I've explained the first part very well, right?
Yeah. The last one is
Get to enter the market. Is that not so?
how do I end?
How do you end?
And
To
yes.
end a market, I explained it. And the market is closed now. I'll have used it to particularize for you guys so you can all see how to close the market. Now, let's say, for example, now, I'm going to share my screen, so I'll be able to use it to explain to you. I'm going to take a trade, a demo trade. We use crypto, for example, because crypto is 24/7. Now, I'm sharing my screen. Bossman, please just hold on. I see your end up, but I'm going to pick you up very soon. I'm trying to explain something out so we can all grab once and for all. Okay, I'm entering my MetaTrader. Let me add this pair back. Let me add this pair. So a few minutes. Let me go to crypto. Which one should I use? Let me use BNB, for example, and also BTC. Very good. So I've had those ones. You can see they are coming up. Now you can see the price of BNB. Let's open the chart. Why is this saying I can't open trade? And I want to use it for trade. I just want to use it to explain something. Now let's say, for example, now you can see this top sign. Okay, very good. You can see this stop sign here. That plus this MC4. That plus simply means what? You can place a trade. That's the plus sign. This is where you can pick tools. Like maybe you want to draw a rectangular line. You can see those lines I'm drawing. These are the tools at the top there.
Yes.
That's it. Once you click on it, it's going to bring out tools for you. And one more thing, you can use this one to check for currencies. If you want to change to another currency pair and do analysis on this same chart, instead of you going to your quotes again, that's the shortcut. Now, I'm clicking on it. Sorry. I'm clicking on it now. Oh, I don't know why they are not allowing me to play straight. You go up. You're disturbing. I don't know why. You can see everything is blank. I don't know why. PTC is moving, but I can't play straight. I don't know what happened. And I should be able to play straight because this is weekend. Okay, you can see BTC is working. BTC is working. You can see I just click on that plus sign at the top right corner. Once I click on it, you can see everything here now. Both the buy and the sell and everything. Now, at this first point here,
Yes.
you can see the first thing here is what? Market execution. Is that not so? That means I want to enter the market immediately. Now. You get it? So once I leave it there, that means anything I click on, either buy or sell, it will immediately display on the screen. And the next one here is what we call the loss size you're going to use. Based on your calculation, you get it? Now, let's say, for example, I'm willing to lose $15 on this account. $15. Now, that $15 now, I will have to calculate it based on how much is it going to give me in terms of what? In terms of, what is it called? In terms of stop loss. I want to know the stop loss I want to use. Do you get it? So I want to calculate $15. Now, how will I calculate $15? From here now, you just look at it. Okay, this is 0.03. 0.03. Then 15 pips. You calculate it. But at this point, I'm doing market execution. I just want to explain the buy and sell. How you can enter buy and sell at the same time. Now, this loss size I'm using is 0.03. Is that also? Then I'll just click on buy. You can set take profit and stop loss by yourself. You just click on buy market. Now, it's going to execute the market. The market order is open. You can see it is open now. Now, if you now want to close this trade, it's very, very simple. To close a trade is what? Very, very simple. What are you going to do? You just come to this side here. Then you now drag it going to your left hand side. You can see you drag it in this direction. Now, let's see what will happen. I'm dragging it now. You can see. Once I drag it, you can see these three things that comes out. The first one at the front, this one here, at the front, that's marked like tick. That means I want to close the market. This first one here simply means I want to close the market. The second one here means modify. That means I want to change my stop loss or take profit. I want to edit it. I want to adjust it. I want to modify it. All this English is still the same thing. Modify, adjust, shift is still the same thing. That means I want to extend the take profit or stop loss. Do you get it? You want to still remain in the market. That's what it's used for. Then the last one, this is where you can open. Once you click on it, it's going to take you back to your chart. To take you straight back to your chart. So this is your chart here. Let me open it back. So if I should click on it here now, I'm clicking on the last one, which was chart. You can see it brought me back to the chart. And at this point here, I'm supposed to even enter a sell because support is already becoming in terms of resistance. It's going to sell a bit, then boom, it's moving up. Let me show you. It's very simple. Support becoming resistant around this zone, but it's not very, very obvious. It's not very, very obvious. You can see this resistance here becoming what support, but it didn't reach that support zone very well. And when he's going to come back the next time now, he's going to break it. He's going to come back there with aggressiveness and break it and continue buying. You get it? Now, at this point where we are now, he's trying to become what? A support becoming what? Resistant around this zone here. That zone is very chubby. You can see this zone here. That's another zone. You can see what I'm talking about. So all these things, you just need to exercise patience, understand the market. Don't just jump into market and leave the market. Now, to close the market now, let's go back to that. So once I swipe it, you can see the first one. I click on it. You can see close with loss of what? 0.3. It has changed again. 0.23, 0.36. You can see how the market is changing. The moment I click on close with profit of 0.5, half close, it's done. Then you can come to your history here. You can see where I just selected, which is blue. You can see I had what? 11 cents. I had what? 11 cents. You can see the profit, 11 cents. Deposit is 500. Profit made is what? And this is just within a month. This is a week. And this is a month. Just within a month, that's the total profit realized. It's going to come up. Yeah, that's the total profit realized. Hope it's clear now.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So, one of my organ was raising up his hand. Please, you can come up with your question. Or have I answered the question?
You've answered majorly most of what I wanted to ask, but you mentioned something about daily drawdown the other time. So I wanted to ask that who decides the daily drawdown, or is it because it's a demo account that's why it's like that?
No, I'm going to break about that daily drawdown. There's what we call pro firm. A proprietor firm, their companies like they want to support traders. Either it's a professional, enthusiast, veteran, whatever type of trader you be. Either it's been your trading style, maybe a swing trader, a day trader, a scalper, anyone. Now, when they say drawdown are part of disciplines which a trader must have. You can't just enter market and start losing huge amount of money. If you are given a live account, is that how you're going to manage a live account of a client? No. That's why we have what? Rules and regulations. There's what we call consistency rules. There's what we call daily drawdown. There's what we call overall drawdown. Overall drawdown was for a month. Daily drawdown was for every blessing day you enter the market. That's why you see some prophet tell you that daily drawdown is 5%, overall drawdown is 10%. Some will tell you daily drawdown is 6%, overall drawdown is 12%. Some will tell you daily drawdown is 4%, overall drawdown is 8%. What does it mean? It means that whatever account you are collecting, just calculate for the daily drawdown. The daily drawdown is exactly the amount they gave you, not the total capital you are seeing. The total capital there is just like a framework. They are just displaying it for you so you can just have a big mind that, I'm having big account. No. Calculate the daily drawdown. Once you calculate the daily drawdown, let's say, for example, I've been using this example very well. You collected a profit account and they tell you that the minimum they can give out, the minimum account you can buy is $10,000 account. And that $10,000 account is their lowest account. You get it with $100. You paid $100 to collect what? A $10,000 account. Now, when you collected this $10,000 account, they now tell you that these are the rules and regulations regarding these accounts. The daily drawdown is what? 5%. 5% of that account simply means what? 500. That means the account given to you is 500. The moment you have $500 loss, the account is gone. And the overall drawdown is what? 10%. That means for a whole month, you must not have $1,000 loss in your trade. The moment you have $1,000 loss, the account is gone. So it's not left for you as a trader. Calculate based on the daily drawdown. If you can calculate a daily drawdown for 10 days, like, okay, the account is 500. On daily basis, I don't want to lose more than $50. Then in 10 times, that means in 2 weeks' times, if I should keep on having loss consistently for good 2 weeks, that's when I'll hit daily drawdown. But mind you, you have overall drawdown of 10%. So that means for a whole 1 month, you'll be having what? $500 loss. Are we together? In as much, for a whole 1 month, it's going to give us 1,000. In as much you're having $50 loss every blessed day, then calculate it for 20 days. That's 1,000. So it's going to last you for 20 days in the market. And mind you, you can't have 20 days strike of losses for a whole 1 month and be having loss of $50 every blessed day. It's not possible. There will be some days that, God willing, you make more profit than what you even lost. You make it consistently. It happens. I use myself as an example. I collected a 5K account. I was growing it consistently. But due to greediness, I had my first loss, $60 loss. Second time, another $60 loss. The third time, $70 loss. Almost close to $210 loss. And my overall drawdown is $250. Then I calm down. Now I've got the account back to 5,260. All what is left for me is just to make $300 on a 5K account. Even though with my busy schedule, I'm still trying to ensure that I never blow that account. It's because I applied a proper risk management and I stayed down a rule. Apart from them giving me rules that my overall drawdown for a month is what? Is $250 on the account, on that 5K account. The overall drawdown is $250 on that account. Overall drawdown $250, and the profit I'm expected to make is 6% of that account, which is $300. Because I applied proper risk management, I was able to grow the account back. I'm at the peak of losing the account, but with risk management, I was able to survive it and grow the account back to become something massive. And yeah, I am today now. It's not that I'm proud or bold of it, but at least with my busy schedule, I was still able to survive it and apply proper risk management. That's always ensure that any of my students who I'm taking, you must understand risk management. Because the moment you understand this and you know how to use it very well, you'll be a professional trader and you will still maintain your pace in the market. Hope I'm clear, please.
Yes, sir, you have.
Yeah, thank you very much. So any other question? Bossman, did I answer your question? Mr. T. Hello, Mr. T, are you there?
Yes, you did. You answered.
All right, please. Is there any other question before we call it a day? Or a
Yes,
week?
I don't know if you are taking too much time already, but I think I have this question again. It's just for clarification. All
Okay.
this way newbie, so that we won't make too much mistake before we realize.
Why we are here for you, sir.
Okay, so thank you. Yeah, what again that I want to ask is I'm using MetaTrader 5.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And on my history, I have something like positions, orders, deals, which all these three tabs have almost the same words. They almost have the profit, deposit, swap, commission, and balance. Can you just give us small insight on what they means, or what problem or possibilities that they could cause, or maybe it doesn't have any meaning? I'm
Sorry, I
just
didn't get that
asking.
question very well. Which part of your MetaTrader? MetaTrader 5,
MetaTrader
right?
5, yes. If
Okay.
you check under history, we have something like positions, orders, and deals.
So I'm coming. My MetaTrader is not coming up. I want to activate it.
Okay.
So a few minutes. Network. Oh, please do normal. We are almost done. I want to log into my MetaTrader 5 so we can follow up together and I'll get where you're talking about. Then I can break it down for you to understand better. My network is not coming up. What's all this? What's this? So a few minutes. Okay, if this one is not coming up, then let me use another account. This new update on this MetaTrader is really disturbing me. Like, so I want to share my screen now. Are you there?
Yes,
So
we
are we
can
audio?
see.
Okay,
Yes, sure.
okay. All right, let me share. Let me proceed. So, Mr. Are, let's follow up together. So, which part are you talking about? Okay, the down parts. You want to understand what they mean. The codes, the charts, the trade, history, and message, right? Hello, Mr. Are, are you there?
No, I don't think that's his question.
Okay, what was the question in details?
Can you hear me? No,
Yeah,
he's talking about history. From the history, once you click on the history, you will see what he's saying. Yes,
I
he was
mean,
asking about positions, orders, and deals.
okay. Actually, you don't have much problem with that. Position are the trades you've taken, whereby you'll be seeing record of everything, the profits, and under each profit, you'll be able to see details of, okay, this trade, this is where I close it, the time, the swap, the commission they took away from that trade. That's where you'll be seeing everything. You'll be seeing everything there. Are we together? You'll be seeing everything there. Then in terms of orders, let's look at something here. Let's look at something here. Now, let's look at this EUGP and GPP USD, for example, now. Now, if you notice something here, this under position, you see it. That means the trade I've taken, the results is where you see your positions. Are we together? The results, that's where you see your position. Then if you click on orders, orders means the ones that are filled up, the ones that was cancelled, and the ones that you are yet to execute, you see it there. Are we together? You know, sometimes you can do some limits, you cancel it, you'll be able to see record of everything you've done. You can see all the record. Either it was buy or sell. If the market was filled up, that means the market activated, or you do the setup and you just like, this market, the way it's going, it can trigger and give me stop loss. You can cancel it. That's why you can see cancel at the front. You can see cancel. The market was cancelled, filled. That's what orders is working for. Then deals are where you buy in, when you close, you can see it. The deals you've made in the market, when you buy, when you sell out, when the market kick you out. But the major thing you need to just focus on is position. Here is going to give you details of everything. Everything you have there. It's going to give you the details. Excuse me. It's going to give you the details of everything. Hey, my phone has started again. Oh, this system stuff. Once I rotate it, it's going to start. I don't know why. So please, have I answered your question, Mr. Are?
Yes. Thank you.
That's how it works.
Sorry, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Just a follow-up to his question, because under the deals, I'm seeing sell in, buy in, sell out, buy out. What does it mean in particular? Like, I'm noticing this for the first time.
Really, under deals? Deals like,
Under
okay,
deals,
yeah, under deals. What those things simply means is that when you took a trade, that's when you buy in. You enter the market. Are we together? And when you buy out, that means you close the market. The market is either your profit, or you close it yourself. But whenever you see sell out, that means it eats your stop loss. The market eats your stop loss. Are we together?
Yes. So that means the person lose when
Exactly.
it hits the stop loss. Okay.
Exactly. That's sell out. And sometimes your sellout can be in profit. That means maybe you took a sell. For example, now, you took a sell. The moment you enter a sell market, it will tell you that you sell in. That means you've entered a sell in market. You are selling in a market. And once you see a sell out, it's either it your stop loss or it eats your what? Take profits. That means the market has closed. You've sell out, you've made profits, or you've made also loss. You sell out of the market. You are no longer in the market. But once you sell in, that means you've entered the market. The market has triggered. And the moment you see other deals, whenever you sell in, it will never write price. Where you'll be seeing blue or red, the price, you never see it. Either even you buy in or you sell in, you never see price in there. You never see price at their front. But whenever you sell out or you sell in, whenever you sell out or you buy out simply means you buy into the market and you sell out of the market. But when you buy in, you can buy out. Buying means I enter this market for buy, then I sell it out immediately. Not compulsory, I wait for TP. Are we together? It's just explaining about buying and selling in the market. When you buy in, when you sell out, when you sell in, when you sell out, when you buy in, when you buy out. You get it? It's just, as I said, just focus more on position. Position explain everything. Where your take profit is or your stop loss is, you see everything there. It's even going to give you more details. Because once you click on that particular tier, once you click on it, you see a lot of details below it. When you make profits, when you close the market, when you started, when the market triggers or when you enter the market, you see all the details under that position. Position explain everything all to you. Are we together?
Oh yes, so we are together.
Yeah, that's it. It's not something that just something simple. We take it from simple to complex. Then that complex will now become the next simple before going to another complex. Just the way you are having support turning to assistant turning to support. Any other question before we call it a week?
Yes, one more question, please.
Okay.
Following what you just mentioned now, the resistance and the support.
Okay.
I've been following very well, but is it that the resistance must be at what we think it is the resistance from the candlestick?
Well, regarding that
Are you
resistance
getting me, sir?
becoming support, I'm getting you.
Okay.
Regarding that resistance becoming support, it's just a very simple strategy whereby you need to understand the external, like a open place, whereby something happened within that open place. You mark that particular open place, then just draw a straight line and see what the magic will happen. Is it respecting another zone or not? Then look out for another open space, either it's resistance or support, not a choke area like somewhere where it's very open, just like a football pitch. The center of the football pitch is where you start your game. Is that not so? You mark it out. You can see that they always demarcate your stadium. The center spot is where you start your passing from. Then coming to the goal post, you see a point where they place a point in the center. It's an open space. That point they are putting there is to indicate that this place is a very strong zone, is a very powerful place. And which is what? Here you play your penalty. Are you getting it? And if you look at the edges of the stadium, you see that they put some points. And those points they are putting there, they are trying to communicate with you that this is an open space, it's a very strong zone. And what's that zone there? That's the corner kick side. Once you mark it out, it's going to tell you more details about the market. You'll be able to see when market is turning from support to resistance turning to support. Please, hope you understand my explanation using our things around us. Don't mind me. Hello?
Yeah, for me, I think I still need a bit more clarity on exactly, like if you say, okay, resistance, or how do you exactly identify it? Or what I can get so far from what you said is just that maybe what you would call resistance or support is maybe a place whereby the pricing activity is funny or something like that. So that's the only thing. But so apart from that, I don't think I've gained
You know what
much.
you do? You know what
Yeah.
you do? After this class, take your time and rewatch the explanation. I talked about it in the last session, last week. Watch the last week and this week's session. Then try to look into it. They were like, oh, what was Oga trying to explain in this point? Let me listen very well. And if you still don't understand it, just let us know in the group. You get it? Because the time we've exceeded more than the time we are expected to use this particular class for tonight. So if you still don't understand, don't worry. I'm going to make it more simpler so everybody can digest it very well. They can all decode it as well.
Thank
You
you,
get
thank you. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. I will go
Okay.
send cake to you now, sir.
Don't worry about the cake. I'm cool. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate your
All
time,
right.
sir.
What about the mic to my senior Oga, COO?
Thank you, Mr. Moshood. Thank you so much. That was a very educative moment. Thank you so much for your time. And sorry, I would like to chip in something for those who are just joining the platform. Please, we have had classes before you join, so it is quite encouraging and advisable you go to the YouTube channel, watch the videos from the beginning for a clearer understanding. Don't just jump because some people were chatting me privately to say, okay, what app are they downloading? You don't need to download any app yet. Watch the video. It is when you watch the video, you understand the concept before you can know what to do. If anybody tells you to download any app now, I want to execute any trade, trust me, to just look like a magic until you understand the concept. And Mr. Moshood took the class from the scratch, from let me say from the baby aspect of it. So the videos alone are self-explanatory. But then after watching the video, if there's any challenge, you can reach out to any of us or you drop the message on the group. Trust me, we will always attend to all questions on the group. That's for that. Also, I would like to chip in this. We have FXT4ME AI. Just as we train people on Forex, we also have AI that we built to trade for people. This training is to encourage people, don't just rely on, okay, AI. As much as AI is helping, you can also build your skills. So, because some people were chatting me that, okay, how can they make money from this training? Yes, you can make money from Forex if you can subscribe to a bot package. The bot will be trading for you while you are also learning this. So it will be a double sources of income. So we have some traders here who are actively trading with the AI and they are also learning this. So it is additional. So just in case you're interested, you can reach out to any of the admin or you drop your question on the group. That's just it. So I think that's the end of the whole class. Mr. Mo, should you have any other thing? Or we should just call it a night?
Let's call
Hello,
it a
Mr.
night.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you all for joining. So the recorded session will be uploaded soon and we'll all have access to that. Thank you.
Thank
You have a
you.
night and great weekend.